Welcome to Hottest Mods of the Month, the series where I'll be checking out the hottest and most trending mods that came out the past month. So without further ado and keeping this intro short, let's get straight into the video and check out the mods. The first mod on this list is an animation mod called Kingsclave for MCO. Now this iteration of the mod is vastly different from the original Kingsclave mod, even though it still retains the same mechanics as the original. All the animations have been reworked or replaced rather, giving it a more flashy look. All the animations which are used within this mod come from renowned animators such as Black, Anchorray or Ataco, which have made very good looking animation mods in the past. So if you too want to turn your game into the next Black Desert, this mod might be for you. Another great animation mod that came out the past month is the Age Moveset for MCO. Not only does this mod look and feel great, but it also adds craftable battle staffs into the game. The animations themselves are inspired by the Dragon Age series and feel but also look quite good in my honest opinion. To get access to the battle staffs and in turn the animations, you can either craft them at the forge or add them via the add item menu. Keep in mind however that this requires you to have the blade staff mod so you can use said animations, which they are intended for usage of course. Further immersion, as mentioned before, I would recommend you get the blade staff mod so you can have it in tandem with the Dragon Age moveset for ultimate immersion and of course usability. Next up is a mod from the talented Sonderbane. Dynamic female rail animations includes 3 new dynamic rail leaning idols. As with many of Sonderbane's mods, the animations themselves are dependent on the outfits you're wearing, whilst near NPC idle markers. The animations themselves only work for female characters, and as mentioned before, depend on if you're wearing light or heavy armor or just normal outfits. The mod itself is a nice little addition for roleplay or immersion purposes, so I would definitely recommend you give this mod a try. Coming up is a rather simple mod. However, it gives you nice visual feedback to attacks, especially in first person. Visualized critical hits does just that, by allowing you to see critical hits whenever a crit is registered on an enemy. Now this might not be the most intricate mod, however, I do feel it gives you some nice visual feedback when hitting said enemies, making critical hits a bit more meatier, which is nice, especially for first-person combat. I would also advise you to check out the prerequisites to this mod and install them as well, since they're needed to use this mod to its full potential. Next up is a mod for all the Khajiit enjoyers out there, which aren't satisfied with how lackluster Khajiits look in the vanilla game, or people who just want more customizable beast races within the game. KCCE, or Khajiit Character Creation Extended, is a mod that does just that. With this mod you get a few new sliders added to race menu. Now you can edit things like ears, earrings for Khajiits and even whisker customization. In total the mod adds about 40 new sliders, which is very cool indeed. Furthermore, the mod is compatible with other mods that enhance Khajiits' appearances such as Khajiit Overhaul or High Poly Head. I personally think that this mod is a great addition to enhance your characters, since beast races like Khajiits or Agonians are always kind of underutilized within the Elder Scrolls games. Now however you can have good looking Khajiits, which enhances your immersion in return. Next up is a mod by Chase Serpa called Switch Camera during dialogue. This mod has a relatively simple premise by allowing you to switch perspective while having a conversation with NPCs. By pressing F on your keyboard, you can change between perspectives, which gives you more control over conversations. Furthermore, this mod is compatible with most mods that add to NPC conversations like Alternative Camera, Smooth Cam, and many more. Another mod made by Zerpa which found its way onto this showcase is Immersive Death Cycle. This is a mod which took inspiration from Red Dead Redemption by implementing a live death cycle into the game. Now animals can decay after their death, gradually turning to soil after some time. In-game, this happens after 4 hours of in-game time, where animals will look half-eaten. After 12 hours, only bones will remain. Furthermore, there are up to 6 models per animal, making the decay process a bit more randomized and interesting. There are also no edits made to this mod, making it pretty much compatible with everything and keeping your game relatively bloat free. Another nice feature of this mod is that it uses spit to track the condition of the dead creatures, so the mod knows when to apply the decaying effect. This effect is very lightweight because it does this by running a script once to check for dead animals and their decay effect, making this very performance friendly, and it keeps safe bloating to a minimum. All in all, I like this mod a lot since it gives you a nice bit of realism as well as some added immersion on top of it all, which is always appreciated in Skyrim. The next mod on my list is a magic mod called Abyssal Magic by Kittytail. This mod adds 12 new handcrafted spells into the game, which as the name implies, focus on wind and poison spells. As with most of Kittytail's mods, The spells themselves are implemented into the vanilla game and are also kept very vanilla friendly. A nice little feature of this mod is that it also adds some meta element, so spells have to be used in tandem with other spells from this pack to get the desired effect. For example, if a target is wearing heavy armor, you may need to use a poison spell first to reduce the physical defense before you can kill said enemy with a poison spell afterwards. This is in my opinion a nice thought element by requiring you to be a bit more tactical on the battlefield. This in turn makes the spell pack perfect for an assassin or dark mage character, giving you more roleplay ability. Upcoming, I have a mod that will flavor your taste buds. Of course I'm talking about the mod Gourmet, a cooking overhaul. This mod overhauls and reworks the cooking system in Skyrim. The mod achieves this by distributing food, ingredients and crafting tables throughout the game. In addition to that, the mod also rebalances the inventories of all the food vendors, including innkeepers, general merchants, butchers and brewers. On top of all that, the mod also adds new recipes as well as beverages and food items. Most foods like stews and soups now give you a pretty significant and long-lasting stat buff to health, stamina or magicka. Furthermore, the mod implements cookbooks into the game which can be bought by chef vendors for a rather hefty price, but they increase your stat bonus by a lot. So what are you waiting for? Will you be the next gourmet in Skyrim, or will you stay the lousy line cook making skewer stew? With this mod, you can definitely surpass the gourmet. And last but not least, is a mod that tries to modernize Skyrim's utilization. Now in vanilla Skyrim, if you have a weapon or a potion favorited, you can only access it through the vanilla favorite system. This, however, can make gameplay rather inconvenient and your favorite weapons or potions are limited to the numbers on your keyboard. With the mod Wheeler, however, you can add your favorite weapons, shouts or potions to a wheel menu which lets you add a much bigger number of sections as well as keeping your gameplay smooth and uninterrupted. To add a wheel menu, you need to be in your inventory screen and press the caps lock button, which brings you to the wheel menu. After that, you have to press the N key to bring up a wheel, which you then can customize with a few sections by pressing the M key. After that, you just need to click on the things you want to be accessible through Wheeler, and then you're done. To delete an item from the wheel, you can do so by pressing the right mouse button to remove it. Furthermore, you can also add multiple wheels, which you then can sort through with the Q or E key. I personally do like this mod a lot, since it gives this 12-year-old game some modern features, which are prominently seen in games like GTA or the Red Dead Redemption series, but also a lot of modern RPGs like The Witcher 3 for example, use a wheel menu for easy item access. And that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this showcase, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It would help me a whole lot and you would see more reviews like this. Also, make sure to check out the mods featured in this video in the description and maybe even give the creators of these mods some love and support. With that being said, I hope you're having a great day and I will see you in the next video. Take care.